Welcome to another Mupixa tutorial where we are going to have a look at our interaction editor. To do so, we're going to create a demo project and we're going to see our toolbar on the top where we can switch between editing and analytics view of our project. And here we can already see that the project is being populated with multiples of screens that we can look around and we can select. Important to know is that here on the right hand side we're going to have our editor toolbar where we can either zoom out, zoom in, or fit to screen. We can add new pages. This we're going to have a closer look in one of our other tutorials. And then preview and share is also a part of one of our other tutorials available online. When I don't have any active selection on the properties panel, you can see we have the demo project properties that we can either rename the project, or we can adjust the native resolution of the project. And then depending on what I'm selecting in the editor, we're going to see that we get different set of properties. So for example, for an entry page, we're going to say we're going to get the properties that will allow us to configure how the experience is going to be started. Is the experience first point, is it going to be active or it's going to be disabled so nobody can see it even if they have the link? Is there going to be a welcome screen describing that this is a research study and then everything's being recorded? Are there any instructions that you want to give to our participants, like a task that they have to complete? What's the starting page? What's the target page? And then if the experience is going to be completed by click on an item, this is where on a target item, or a target hotspot as we call it, this is where you would define that sort of stuff. We also have other options in terms of if you want to have emotion tracking or eye tracking activated, and you can provide a link that links to your terms and condition or NDA, where in order to open the experience, all participants have to open that link. And of course, you can delete the entry page. You can have multiple entry pages, and then each one of the entry pages can be configured separately, but this is a topic for our sharing tutorial. If we select an interaction page, so we have like the name of the page, we can update the image or delete the whole page. But the more interesting part is if we go in closer here, are those active areas. So by selecting an active area, or how we call them hotspots, you're going to see the properties of the hotspot. So here, for example, again, you can rename the hotspot. You can change the type of the hotspot. So we have go to type, which means when the user clicks on it, another screen is being shown, another page. And then you go from there to interact with the hotspots available on that page. You can go, when the user clicks on the hotspot, you can go back, you can show a message, you can show a poll. You can open an external link in a new tab, or this could be this scenario target that I was talking about in the entry page that can be specified here. So we can have multiple hotspots on a single page, each one of them pointing to different page. And by those means, you make your design fully interactive. So with the plugins that we have currently, the supported interactions are being automatically imported when the product is being imported, so that only the more customized interactions like show message, show poll, open link, and scenario target are things that you're going to have to configure explicitly within Mupixa. And if we go to the right, here we have a couple of examples of not only designs, but a couple of questions that can be added. For example, here we have our multiple choice question, which is already with the defined image. So the image will be shown, and next to the image we'll see the question. And with the multiple choice questions, you can have it configured in a way that depending on what the user clicks, they're going to be redirected to a different question or screen, depending how you configure it. So here we're going to have basically star rating question. And if the user chooses the lower portion of the rating, they're going to be navigated to this open-ended question. That is, what would you improve? So what was so bad? And then if they rated the experience with 4 or 5 stars, they're going to go to the other open-ended question to share what they've liked the most. And after both of those, they're going to be redirected to the completed screen, which is going to conclude the interaction. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and see you in the next one.